Hi. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're there. Tell me if you can hear me, see me, all that, okay? It is, oh God, get down there. It's Monday. No, it's Wednesday. Fuck, it's Wednesday. It is Real Housewives of Nobody Day. It is Valley Day. Valley, it looks like you guys hear me. Valley Reunion, part 2. And we're here to talk about Jax and his issues. And, let me shut that thing down. Please set the news. I didn't check yet. Pretty sure you did. Yeah. There we go. I don't see nobody. But, okay. Well, if you're listening on the Who's Starting On podcast side and you want to come watch the Crazy Live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. On 12:45. Unless anybody comes in any minute, I'm going to get started. I don't see nobody. I'm just going to play with my hair. Just kidding. Well, there's 27 people watching. There's nobody chatting. Oh, God, I might need to put glasses too. Shit balls. It's all right. Let's see. Don't know where you're at. But, yeah, I'm having a hard time seeing. Like seeing double. I just don't feel like wearing my glasses. Anyway, it's Valley. I'm the Reality of Krista Marie. Who's Starting On podcast? I already said that. Oh, you should fast forward the first 10 minutes of this video. It's going to take me that long to get into my groove. And wait for the people to get in. Because like I said, this is a live podcast. So please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, oh shit, I forgot about that. Somebody's screaming. Oh, they're screaming. I have an announcement to make about another live that I'm doing. Somebody's whistling. Somebody's like whistling outside. And I totally forgot. I'm so sorry about that. Crap. Totally forgot about that. Hold on. Let me see. Anyway, I have an announcement about another live that I'm going to do. It's called The Real Housewives of Methville. And that is going to be this girl, Amanda. She's a real piece of shit, and she doesn't know how to shut her fucking mouth. So before my brain people get hear me say that, and she had sent some pictures to my father-in-law one day. She's a hooker. Oh, thanks, man. Remember I told you about, there's my best friend and Kathy. There you guys are. Remember I told you about the Real Housewives of Methville, what I was going to do. I won't say too much now because the brand people are here. Yeah, she ran her mouth again. And I told you, I'm not fucking around next time. So, okay. I love you, Kath. He needs to go to jail. Yeah, I think you're right, too. So, basically, he says that he went to rehab because he was going to lose his job. And they make sure, he's like, what do you mean with Jax's? And Andy said that about Jax's, and Jax said, no, with you guys, blah, blah, blah. So, and then right down in there, the only reason he's apologizing to everybody is because he knows he's losing his job. You know what I mean? Like, he's sitting there like, I'm sorry. But first he was talking shit about Michelle. And anyway, so basically, she says that she's aware that she was in a toxic relationship. And he said, I screw with your mind. And Brittany's like, I received multiple nasty DMs from girls associated with her soon-to-be ex-husband. And they say fans that learn that Jax has been love bombing them. Or fans telling her how he loves bombs them. And that they want him to move, he wants them to move to wherever he's at, into his bachelor pad and stuff like that. And she just said it's disgusting and it's horrible. I shouldn't receive these messages. My fucking face. Jesus Christ, Krista. All morning and I can't get together. Hey, Paliver. Yeah, I got a cough. Give me 1 second. Maybe I should stop smoking. But all right, so I'm not going to see anybody in the news. Hold on. So he turns around. And he goes from, you're right, you're right, you're right. I'm wrong. And he was like, I'm taking full accountability. You're right. Everything you say, Brittany, is right, blah, blah, blah. And then he turns around 5 minutes later and he's like playing the victim. I don't know how to handle this. And he's like, you know, I mean, he's talking about he doesn't know how to handle the show. But he literally says right to Andy, it's all about control. It's all about control. And he was like, I'm just trying to hurt her. And he's like, it's crazy. I don't mean to hurt her, but then I'm trying to hurt her. I need to have control over her, but then I can't. I know I'm wrong for having control over her. And he's like, I'm a control freak. And all I kept saying is, and all of a sudden, finally, Andy says, dude, you want to be in control. You're in control. You're in control of your sobriety, blah, blah. And he can't even do that. Like, so what do you mean? You want to control her, but you can't control yourself. Good point, Andy. Good fucking point. And listen, I'm not a hypocrite. Like, I know I deal with sobriety all the time. And I always say it's not the drugs, people. It's not the fact that you do drugs. It's the way you act on drugs, right? My point with this fucking cunt bag over there. If I do meth, motherfucker, it is your goddamn fucking, none of your goddamn fucking business, really. Like, and I don't make anybody do anything. I'm not the meth fairy. I don't sprinkle meth on people and make them do it. Like, you know what I'm fucking saying? Like, if I did it, like, nobody, you think would do it with your fucking kids? Nah, I don't think so. And I'm talking to Amanda, not mom, but it's like, you can't blame everybody else when your kids do fucking drugs, because you know what I'm saying? And like, especially when they're in their 40s and have kids of their own. But this fucking bitch who fucks my father-in-law, why she's married for money, because, you know, I got some fucked up in-laws, I got fucked up parents, all of my family's like, all of my parents are fucked. Sorry, rest in peace. He had to get some before he died. I'm just saying, I'm not mad about that. I'm mad that she was married and then lied about it, and then had like, you're sending pictures to him. Like, what do you think he's not like? I literally saw them because he was flipping out about them in the fucking hospital at one point, and I was like, oh my god. And then she had pictures of his penis. Like, it was horrible. But that's the girl who can't keep a job, that has no teeth. They only have custody of her kid. Her dude's got no teeth. He's hot as fuck, but he's got no teeth. Can't keep a roof over his family's head. He's got to live with his in-laws constantly. And then she is just a scumbag. Oh, I'm sober. I ain't sober, but I take Valium. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, no, you're not, and you're not, and you're a scumbag, and you act like a scumbag, and you're telling people to watch out for me. Get the fuck out of here. That's like this shit with Jax. Okay, right to that. Jax does drugs. Everybody else, he's like, you do it to them, you do it too. Well, they're not losing everything, Jax. You know what I'm saying? They're not the ones losing their house and losing their job and their kid and all that. Those people are. I mean, you are, Jax. You are. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he gets that part. But like the way he acts, like the erratic behavior that he is showing, like the way he was like just throwing things at her and hitting her. Hey, babe, would you want to come up? I'll drop the link if you want. I should pin it at the top too. If anybody's not Paliber, if you want to come up too, like, I know you like to talk about this stuff with me. I haven't seen Larja. I was with Larja on Monday, though, wasn't I? Was Larja here on Monday? I don't remember. But yeah. He just doesn't understand that, like, just because you're doing the drugs or just because you're clean, Jax, the way you're acting is the fucking problem now. Like, now you have to be, and he's like, I'm a control freak. I have bipolar. And listen, they're absolutely right about narcissism. He wants to stay as a narcissist. No, you can't fix narcissism. You can't. You just have to be self-aware and not treat people like shit. You know, like Louis does, like how Todd is, like, and Jax, I'm a narcissist, I'm a control freak. Okay, well then do something about it. Like, okay, now you have all your diagnosis, and that's not an excuse. And everybody's like, okay, well, Jax, control you. You're a control freak. Control you. If you want to do drugs, I love cocaine. I didn't want. Oh, and that was another thing. I didn't want to stop doing drugs. I love cocaine. I love drugs. I love doing drugs. I love drinking. I fucking love cocaine. Really? Okay, well, that's fine. So do I. I love cocaine, but I love drugs too. But we're in our 40s and we're 50s now. We can't be irresponsible drug addicts. Want to be a drug addict, don't be an irresponsible one. You know what I'm saying? Like, Brittany's like, yeah, I tried it. It's like it becomes a problem, honestly, when everything negatively is affecting in your life. That's when people start to notice. That's when people start to be able to tell you can't work here anymore. Or admittedly on cocaine the entire time you shot Vanderpump Rules, the whole 20 years. You should have been fired just for that. But it's a reality show. So, and yes, I know they have to offer you help first. Well, they did twice. Not back then, but this time. Twice. And he didn't make not even one fucking goddamn month. So he doesn't, and he kept saying, oh, I love this. I love hanging out with you guys. I want to be friends with you guys. I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. You literally just told Dark Side Danny, like you went down the rabbit hole with Danny so bad in the fucking the finale. Like, wrong one, dude. Wrong one. Like, no. I know. I know. Oh, I'm sorry, Janet. I never should have said that I was going to beat you up. Whatever. And I don't know what to think about Janet. I think she's doing nothing wrong. I was shocked with Jason. But see, by the time Jason got to the point where he said what he said to Danny, he had a whole hour of them fucking going against his wife, Janet, right? But Jason, and then, oh my God, when fucking Jax was going down, telling Brittany that, like, Brittany was crying, first of all, because Andy's like, do you still love Brittany? And he wouldn't even answer. And then he's like, do you still love Jax? Of course she does. Like, it would be weird if I didn't. So that's what he doesn't get. Like, all this mean shit. Oh, it was toxic. I should have left years ago, months ago, years ago. Like, I didn't want to fuck her, blah, 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 blah. Toxic. It's not toxic unless you're the toxic one. You are the toxic person, not Brittany in your relationship, your marriage. You are the one who made that relationship toxic, not her. She stuck up for you. Remember? Calling her out, calling her an alcoholic. You don't know if she could lose her fucking... I wish you could hear this whistling. It's like an actual whistle. And if it is somebody I know, I'm going to knock you the fuck out. Get the fuck out of my, like, with me. There's somebody to get away from the front of my house, please. If I don't answer the door, I don't answer the door. Anyway, I'm live. If you're worried about me, check on me. See if I'm live. How about that? Because I'm pretty sure if it's anybody I know, you have me on Facebook. Sorry that I have this shit, you know what I mean? But it's the crap that he literally, like, blamed on everybody else. The amount of times they blamed Brittany for things when it wasn't Brittany's fault. And we're like thinking she has an alcohol. I honestly thought that she had a problem with alcohol last year. Even though I'm screaming at the same time. Are you kidding me? He does coke, guys. He does coke. You can hear the whistling. Thank you. You're not tweaking. Oh my God. It's crazy. Hear it? These people are fucking out of their minds. Wouldn't you? Now imagine how long that's been going on. Would you? Didn't you? And you should. Most people know not to not come to my house unannounced. And even if you're announced and I don't answer the door, I'm live. Like, people should know better. So it's just funny that it's still going on. How long has it's been going on for? But anyway, so it was mostly about Jackson Brittany the whole time, and it's still which was good because I wanted everybody to see. Not that everybody can see, not that nobody misses it. Nobody misses what I see. Like, everybody knows what he's done. The fact that he literally has physically abused her. Like I said, we're not on a whole new set of issues with Jax. Like, it used to be, he was mentally abusive. He did cocaine. He still had his job, and he made some comments, homophobic comments. And reason he was fired from Vanderpump, and probably his toxicity, which I guess that goes hand in hand. Oh, I'm sorry. We talked about the Dark Side dating stuff with Melissa again too. Again, I know that Larger disagrees with me, but yes, you're allowed to bring up as many times as you would like, but don't hang out with me 50 times before that, and then wait till there's a camera in front of me in front of us to bring it back up again. That's my thing. And I didn't realize that they had seen each other 100 times before they started filming, and they had that sit down and all that. So I don't blame Danny for holding their own. I mean, I'm pretty proud of them too, but I'm jumping in. So, like we go through the stuff with Brittany and Jax. Basically, I don't want to touch drugs and alcohol again. It fucked up my life. Meanwhile, you're 186 days clean here. You come to the Philly live show. You do drugs there. People could tell you're on them, but you did drugs after that. And I know for a fact that's true. So you weren't, so if you were 186 days clean, then when you got to Philly, you tried to do 208 days or some shit like that. We could tell that wasn't true. You had no merch. You were an hour late. You missed your flight. First you missed your flight. Then they lost your luggage. Then you had no merch because it was in your luggage. And you had no fucking handler. You had no security. A show was horrible. You trauma dumped it the whole time. Same thing he did on this couch. He did in Philly. Poor me, poor fucking me, fuck all of you. The hell for you. The hell with you, the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, Brittany's the only one who fucking, and then he's like, I'm so glad that I got help. If I didn't get help, I wouldn't be here. So why are you so mad at Brittany then? Listen, again, you're a liar. This is why. Because you say that you're mad at Brittany because she made you go to rehab. Well, everybody knows that's why you're mad at Brittany. You told me that's why you're mad at Brittany. She made you lose your job. You made her go to rehab. She told on you. Blah, blah, blah. After you told everybody she was an alcoholic. And all he could, the whole time he's going, you're right. It didn't work because nobody believes you anymore. And this whole, oh, you're right stuff. And I'm crying. It's like, have you not learned anything? You're not even a good manipulator. Like, you're not a good drug addict, Jax. Like, you're not a good liar. You're not a good sneak. Like, you're not a good fucking drug person. Like, you obviously can't handle your drugs. You're fucking flipping the fuck out on everybody, beating up your wife. Like, and the problem is he switched. I told you his drug of choice switched. Cocaine is a drug that you can party with. Meth is not, sir. You can't just do line after line after line of meth. It's literally Adderall, basically, in a fucking illegal form. And you do it. If you have Adderall, you'll be a normal person. You're a fucking narcissist and an abusive narcissist. So really, your personality hasn't changed much. Nobody really could tell except when your drug of choice changed. That's why you're able to control it and the cocaine and your rage. And that's why she said you've gotten worse. Nobody realizes that because I know that meth is pretty big out in California. But I mean, I didn't suspect that until I seen them. And then I thought about it and I was like, oh shit. Because, I mean, I don't even know where you can buy cocaine. I mean, I don't even know if they even make cocaine anymore. I don't even know if they make cocaine anymore. I don't even know if they sell cocaine. I don't know. I'd be afraid to do anything because of fentanyl. I'm not as brave as I was 20, or how long have I been playing? 12 years? As long as 12 years ago, I should have been afraid of fentanyl, but I wasn't. And that's the last time I stuck a needle in my arm or did any of the drugs that were killing me. You know what I'm saying? And it's the last time I shot anything. It's like, I used to say, if you can't snort it, smoke it, or shoot it, I'm not doing it. So I don't smoke, or snort anything any longer. You know what I'm saying? And my Adderall's mine. So if I take my Adderall, I would be less jumpy like this. I'd actually be less manic, and I don't really mind my manic self because I'm a little calmer, but I feel like I'm not myself when I'm on my medication. Like, I'm not myself when I'm on lithium. I'm not myself if I take too much Adderall. If I take too much Adderall, then I do abuse it because it does start to work the way that people abuse it for the speed part. I don't need the speed. I'm already up. Like, I'm not depressed. I don't get depressed. I don't sleep. Like, if anything, I don't want to sleep. I think sleeping and eating is a waste of my goddamn time. I have things to do. You know what I mean? I have, like, Snow White things to do. I'd like to be outside. I'd like to be Snow White. And, like, I don't want to sleep. I don't have time for it. That's why I know I'm a fucking elemental. And I'm from a different realm. And this is my first time being human. So I want to eat or sleep. Like, I want to talk about fucking true crime, reality TV, and play with my squirrels and my birds. Oh my God. I'm going to take a fucking video of it today. Yesterday, I kept hearing the baby cardinals. The cardinals are there every single day, males and females. I heard the baby cardinals in the trees. I thought it was just regular birds. I was like, I wasn't sure. Then I seen the two. I didn't know it was two baby cardinals because they're not all red yet. Two of them, and the mom and the dad, and they were both feeding the babies. And they're not babies. They're like almost full-grown adults. But I think they must be females because they're a little bit grayer. I'm not sure. But they were looking at me and they were feeding that. And I saw them do it before, but I also have a cardinal feather and a cardinal baby feather that they left me one year, which I think 2 summers ago, which obviously they left me because whoever finds cardinal feathers, it's in my wallet. But yesterday they were feeding the babies. I was dying. Hi.
Hi, I'm finishing watching now. And
Oh,
it's that Zach said he wanted Janet to miscarry. And
oh,
glazing over that and acting like she doesn't and her Jason doesn't have a right to be mad that they wish death on their baby. And that's like really the darkest thing that I've heard all season.
yeah.
And the way that Zach gets to be like, oh well, I was blackout. Everybody blames it on the alcohol on this cast. Alcohol
Yes. Did you hear him? I was
all.
blacked out. I was blacked
Yeah.
out. Well, it was when I was blacked out. Well, but it was when I was blacked out. Oh, I'm a control freak, but I'm a control freak. But I'm a control freak. That doesn't make
Yeah.
it okay, motherfucker.
It
What are you
doesn't. It
saying?
doesn't.
Did you
Right.
like the part when Andy was like, control yourself then? Why aren't
Yeah,
you?
he was like, you do have control since you like being in control. I was like, check it,
Right.
Andy.
Yep.
Clock it.
Finally. Yeah. And then I do. I felt bad for Brittany. As much as I think that, why would you want to have a baby with him last year? But I get it. That's her husband. And I told you his drug of choice changed. And that's what started him being abusive, more mentally abusive, more physically abusive, more psychotic about who she's with. It makes you crazy. Like people that
Yeah.
don't have ADHD, it'll make him tweak. And that's what his tweaker part. And he's not, I don't know if he's catching on to that. Like I kind of didn't until I seen him in Philly, but like didn't catch on until I heard how abusive he was being to her. And I was like, oh, he's drug of choice. And then obviously I know that he did it.
But the
But
way
like,
he kind of brags about it is weird.
no, did you hear him? He's like, I
Yeah.
love things.
I
I love
love
cocaine.
cocaine. I love it.
Yeah, I love cocaine.
Oh.
Cocaine. It's like, okay, bro, shut the fuck up. That's
And then,
not something that you say out loud. Keep it to yourself.
well, because his son Cruz, his son's name is Cruz, by the way. His
Yeah.
name isn't my son. And that's what Jax always refers to him as. Zach pointed out a good point. That was clocking narcissistic tea, that even his child only is about him.
Exactly. I think
Mhm.
this is about it's not about your son. It's not about your son. If it was about your son, you would have been doing it when she was pregnant with your son. When she got,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? It was never about your kid. It's
If
always,
it was about your son, you wouldn't be abusing his mother.
exactly. And how dare you sit there and go, oh, they can't fix narcissism. They tell you to run from a narcissist. They cannot make you a narcissist. So you have to literally take control of yourself. Like, what part of bipolar, I'm on my meds, and then to try to lie to Brittany about, oh, I need to take my meds today. It doesn't fucking work like that. I've been telling you guys that same thing. That's not a drug. It's not an active ingredient. Okay. It takes weeks. So it's not one day that you just go psycho. Okay. So you're not taking it or you just don't give a fuck. You're not. I don't think he needs to be on bipolar medication. He needs to be on, well, maybe he does need to be on a mood stabilizer, but I think not because he's bipolar. I think he's a narcissist. I just think he's a narcissist. And the drugs are making him rage. Because he wasn't raging before this. He was doing cocaine, but he wasn't a rageaholic. Like, he wasn't acting like this at all. Like, he was, when he was with her, he wasn't.
You know about the come down. So usually, like most drug addicts, don't want to be around them when they're coming down. So
down from
it feels
it,
like he's on, huh?
But he doesn't come down from it, though. I don't think. Like, I don't think he lets himself down.
Right.
Like, I think
but
that he
I don't know. I
literally.
feel like the rage is because
That's the mess.
he's not actively on it. So he is in a state of come down. You don't think so?
No,
Okay.
no. That rage is from the mess because he's not. He was an asshole before, but not like where he's throwing things and like and being abusive. The way he's acting, like in these every scene that we see him, basically, how he's flipping flopping.
Well, how can he be 156 days sober if he's on meth?
Exactly. He's not. He's not 100. He's not. He's not. He lies. And meth, it's in your system for 4 days, but still, he literally is. He hasn't stopped. I don't know how he passed his drug. Because he could have stopped for a couple of weeks, but he didn't after Philly. I mean, or maybe something. I don't think so. But no, it's just that if you don't have ADHD, you're going to fucking act like he acts. You're gonna tweak like he does.
Mm.
You're gonna look like he does. The way he goes through her
And we
phone.
called that he was on that shit since Florida. We knew that
Yeah.
since he had a sugar daddy in Miami,
Yep.
he's been doing the blow. So yeah, we
Yep.
already peeped game on that too.
Yeah. And how
I
does
wonder,
it?
is Tom Sandoval in on that too? Because him and Tom Sandoval and Schwartzy, didn't they all share a place in Miami way back in the day?
I don't know. They met. They all started. It was in L.A. They moved to L.A. and they met each other through Craigslist, and they all got
Oh,
renting an
because I think
apartment.
there was a
They all
story
met.
about, or maybe it was just
They would
Jackson the
go
Sugar
to
Daddy was the
Miami.
story
They
in
go to Miami.
Miami.
Well, they all
Uh-huh.
went to Miami a couple times. No, Jax
And
had a
Miami is
sugar
where
daddy. Yeah, he had a sugar daddy there. Yeah, he did live in Miami
he
before he
did.
moved to LA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. So, but that was a lot. That was, I kind of appreciated Andy. I felt like he was trying to hold Jack's feet to the fire, but also, one thing that really annoys me about Andy and reunions is we as viewers have way more questions on that subject, sir. And then here comes Andy. Oh, well, we can move on from that. Michelle and Michelle and Jesse aren't coming to a thing. We can move on from that. And I really wanted to hear more of, like, look, I'm not usually a typical frat guy supporter.
Ugh.
However, I don't support whores. So, and if you're a
I
wife
know.
and you had outside
She,
extracurriculars, you can't be totally upset when you ask for a divorce and he moves on. If you were
but
getting
she's not
dipped in and
upset.
kissed on and all of that stuff while you were actively in your marriage.
She's
Like,
not.
and then
But
her excuse is so, it's like fucking nails on a chalkboard to me. Getting the attention.
ugh,
Guys doing that is nothing but. Well, divorce that fool and move on, but don't make yourself an adulterous whore. Like,
she
that's like
didn't.
the worst thing you can be.
They were not even together. They were separated.
When
Separated.
when she was letting
Yes.
Aaron tell her
Yes.
all about the stuff.
Yes, they were separated. Actually, yes. They separated before the show started, and then they acted like they were still
Oh, and
together.
they pretended to be together for the
Yes,
show.
yes, for the first season. Yeah, she said she was
Oh,
going to try to work on it with him, but she wasn't even dating Aaron then. I don't think. But the guy that
I
she
think
had,
she's lying about that too. Aaron told the truth. Aaron told Jesse
yeah,
that he was asking her about that, and that is an emotional relationship. And for Michelle to pretend otherwise is BS. She has like lopsided rules where everything's okay for her, but Jesse is always wrong. And I'm of the couples I need gone.
he's Jax without the drug. He's Jax without the rage, though. Like, because he's
Well,
gaslighting us over it. I mean, because I just think that she literally, I can't excuse it. The emotion. I don't think she had an emotional. No, he
that's
was.
an emotional affair. If you're
Yeah,
telling a person, a man who's
yeah.
not your husband, about the problems with your husband, you have an emotional relationship, just like always at work. The husband be at work complaining to the secretary about the nagging wife at home, and she this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
That's creating an emotional bond. You're trauma bonding with this other person over the negative aspects of your partner, thus creating a bond with this new person. It's an emotional attachment, and she's a fucking liar.
Well, then maybe he shouldn't have emotionally abandoned her.
Well, hey,
No,
look, maybe she shouldn't have,
I
but
know.
being an emotional abandoned person is not being a whore in your marriage.
But being a horse, like she didn't sleep with anybody. It's not like she
Look,
slept with anybody.
they came to an understanding where, according to both their definitions, she cheated.
By
She
kissing.
admitted, she admitted she cheated on old boy. I'm not gonna mince. I don't know. They have an understanding. She said that she cheated. He said that you cheated. He was like, finally, you admit it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He can
yeah.
be an asshole all he wants, but being an asshole doesn't give you the right to be an adulterer in your marriage and then be mad that he's mad that you adulterized because he didn't have enough attention for
She
you.
just no, no,
Like,
no.
that's not the way to pay a man back.
She just doesn't want anything to do with him. She wants him to go away. That's the problem. They just have a child, though.
But she doesn't. She wants to control him.
Oh,
And that's, oh, I love that part when
you think?
the his
What do you,
girlfriend was talking about the cease and
his
desist.
girlfriend is a big bimbo. Sorry, she's a bimbo.
Well, Michelle used her platform to talk illy about his
Sheena,
girlfriend
Sheena did.
to the point where she had to get a cease and desist.
No, 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 no. Sheena. First of all, she came to them and said that before any of that was even brought up on the show. Sheena is the one who called called, or no, Jesse called Sheena and said, "Did my girlfriend blah blah blah?" And Sheena's like, "Your girlfriend told us at a party that she hooked up with this person. She's talking shit on him to everybody else." But then the second the show starts, she gets a cease and desist, and nobody can talk about it. But
Yeah, well, don't talk about me. I don't have nothing to do with you. You want Aaron on the show? You want to live with Aaron?
she talked
Talk
about
about
her.
that. Leave my name out of your mouth.
She
You don't
talked.
get to,
She talked
unless the girl, if the girl was going to get to come on and say her side too, or wanted to
exactly.
come on and say her side, then that would be different. But obviously, the girl don't feel like doing this game, and so leave my name out of your mouth. It's a perfect thing.
It was she. It was actually Jesse who made Sheena fucking talk about it. Did you say my girlfriend
Well,
she cheated on me? Because Michelle's like, see, Michelle didn't say it on camera. She just told Jesse what she said. I felt bad that she was talking shit, and even Brittany said, I feel bad that she talked shit on you, Jesse. Like she's that. So don't fucking talk shit and talk to the people that are on the show, and then get a cease and desist so they can't talk about it. Because some guy from Baywatch or some shit. But I mean,
a guy from Baywatch.
I don't know. Her ex-boyfriend's on Baywatch or something.
It's a lot of what's good for the goose isn't good for the gander.
You
Everybody
think?
can talk. Kristen can spread rumors about everybody she wants to, but if Janet does it, she's.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Plathville, Obadiah can support. Obadiah can support Kristen, crazy tequila Kristen's ass, and get praise and commerce, but Jason supports his wife, and he's the fucking devil. And I'm just like, the duplicitousness of this entire cast is tiring and exhausting as a viewer, because if we're going to have rules, then we need them to be applied equally to everybody. Don't let Obadiah be a doting husband for Dodie, but then Jason's the devil when he goes to bat for his wife. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I was proud of him. At first, when I saw the preview, I was like, "Oh God, Jason!" But then when I saw how they dumped on Janet the whole time, no matter what we think about her, I would be losing it too.
Yeah, it's like they have a thing against Janet. They wanted Kristen and Nia, and mostly Kristen and Nia.
Yeah,
are over there, and Michelle wants to be part of their little click-a-maroo too, and they have all been plotting on Janet, and because Janet tells more people's business than Kristen, and Kristen wants to be the only shit-stirring bomb dropper of the year, and that's her whole problem with Janet, is that Janet drops other bombs, and then Kristen's like, damn, that was bigger than my bomb, let me go start shit. That's what I feel. Well, because they both do exact. No wonder they were friends,
right? And isn't it funny how they're like, as soon as she gets on the show, as soon as the camera's on, it's like, who is that? She's on a reality. Now she's on reality TV. Now it's you all have to act like petty assholes and stupid, like, and start fights with each other. Like, so of course you have to be a little extra fucking like an extra catty or extra whatever, extra. That's what's called reality TV. But like, I don't think Janet doesn't do anything that Kristen doesn't do. Kristen last year was a bone dropper, like for everybody.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, so how is it that Kristen is the bee's knees and Nia's Muppet, but Janet is a problem for doing exactly what Kristen just did to the other person? I'm like, what?
I know. And I was like, Jason, you're like, well, what's wrong with my wife? What does my wife do? She's acting messy just like everybody else. And it's like, I mean, that's
he called
they want her to do it. She'd be boring if she didn't do anything. She'd be boring. Everybody would think she's boring. But they don't, like, Brittany's the one who's boring. She just has Jax to make her interesting. Not that she's boring, but like, Brittany's the one who doesn't get in fights with people, you know? Like I say this all the time. I like when they're all friends and we just can dig into their own personal problem, like whatever they have going on in their life and their family. Right. You know, I hate that they have to go after each other. But I mean, but they're all right, but their own perspective. And that's a Jax too. I'm telling you my experience, Jesse. I'm telling you my experience. I was like, wait a minute. Shut the fuck up. Because like, who's going to question that? Like, all right, yes, you're right. It's your perception of it. It was funny because Michelle kept going, but that's not how it happened. But that's not how it happened. But that's not how it happened. Like, poor Michelle.
I wish she would admit that that's how it happened. It's kind of weird because I heard her a couple of times say that's not how it happened. And then he
I
would
mean,
press her.
the way he make, I understand what he's doing, and I understand what she's doing. They're both
Yeah.
manipulating each other. I mean, they are,
Right.
and it's like, okay, and that's why by fucking Andy was like, forget this, forget it, because you guys aren't even together anymore. But we still don't
Right.
even know why her and Aaron broke up. Because you know they have
Oh,
their
her and Aaron broke up?
yes, you didn't find. Oh my
She
god, yes,
broke. No,
yes.
wait.
No,
So she brought a whole man on the show
with her kid and everything. Yep.
with her kid, was living with him. And on the same show, she was saying, you better not take my daughter around your new girlfriend. You haven't even known her long enough. You don't want to just be introducing her to all these girls. But who's doing that, Michelle? That's what I'm saying. Michelle is the culprit.
Yeah.
She was trying to tell that man how to live his whole own life. And he was very respectful. He wasn't
Who?
bringing the little girl around a lot of people. She moved in with a whole man she's not even with right now, with her minor daughter. She's not making good decisions. That's not a good decision. That
No.
should have never happened.
I know. And he broke up. Like I want to know. I haven't seen why they broke up, but anybody want to Google it for me real quick? Find out because I haven't. I forgot to look. Yeah, it was a couple weeks ago. I think. I think it's the show. To be honest. I think that he or Jesse. I don't think it's Jesse. I think it's the show. I don't think he likes the shit that it causes. Or I guess you have to be petty and messy on the show, and maybe he doesn't like that. You know what I mean? Maybe he's just like, you know. But we'll have to find out. But I know like the shit with Jax, right? Like I just can't even like it just because you admit all this stuff now, it's not fucking okay. Like everybody's like, oh, he's admitting it, he's taking accountability. He's fucking 40 goddamn 9. He's been on this shit, it's been 20 fucking years. And now just because he's saying the same shit that he says every fucking reunion, we're supposed to be like, okay.
Every reunion, he's been saying this since VPR, you guys. He's been working on himself, trying to get better. He's a work in progress. Every single reunion since VPR.
Over the way he treats women.
And men and his friends.
Yep. And literally, like, you can like admit to doing drugs on like, I know it's a reality show, but like Vanderpump should have. They didn't know, but like they say they didn't know.
They knew.
But it's fucking.
You know, when most people, the same way Leah McSweeney is like Andy's token, allegedly. People know what they know. And then it's when you try to act like you didn't know what you knew that it becomes the problem, because people know what they know.
He did what?
And I'm not sure what Leah knows about Andy's situation, but people know what they know, or they speculate what they speculate for a reason. It's not just you're going to sue this man for offering you cocaine if you don't have a whole reason. Like, that's weird. Right. Like, you know what I mean? And then the judge is letting it move forward and everything. Please. There's smoke, there's fire. And his name has been Andy Koken for a long time, until he got those kids, at least.
Right. But see, I have to keep saying, I got to say this about Leah's fucking lawsuit, though. You cannot say on camera, one of your first confessionals, that you are bipolar and you stopped taking your meds months ago because you learned how to live without them, and because you are self-medicator, you said you stopped drinking, and then you got your bipolar under control. I never got a reason why she stopped, because I thought to myself, good, I'm stopping mine too. I wonder if she feels the same I do. I wonder if it's spiritual. Never got an answer. Okay, but then when you relapse and say that the show is what caused your bipolar to kick in and caused you to drink, then I have a problem with that.
Yeah, because you're not being intellectually honest, bitch. You just said you stopped taking your meds.
Yeah, don't fucking sue somebody after you've been on the show 4 or 5 times after that and had a problem wanting people to drink because they were bored. You were so bored at fucking when you're hanging out with the ladies. Please drink, guys. I'm bored. No. Right. And I didn't see bipolar then. I just saw normalness. So, you know,
and it's interesting. Her and Jax both are blaming their lack of meds on behavior when they both have diagnoses.
Yeah.
And could. Yeah, that's interesting.
You need to take it every day. And if you're going to take it, you have to take it every day. But if you stop taking it for 2 days, that's not going to matter. Like, you just have to start taking it. It has a shelf life. It has no active ingredient. Like Adderall is an active ingredient. Xanax has an active ingredient. It's something you take in the moment. You know,
right.
So, it's not like
I still don't understand how she ended up looking anorexic from Adderall. I don't understand.
Oh, because she probably doesn't have ADHD. Because when you don't have ADHD, you'll speed on it. That's why people speed all the
Oh.
I think with people that do method of ADHD, you can't tell that they're ever on it. And then there's people that do it and it's like Jack, like he does too much. If you do too much of something, obviously, like people that don't have ADHD, if they abuse the Adderall, eventually it'll make you start speeding, I think. It doesn't obviously do it for me because I speed naturally. I have mania. So that's why you guys like, sometimes I'm way worse than this, the way I am right now. That's, when I don't take any Adderall at all. But I do take it now sometimes because I get embarrassed and people say, stop moving around, stop playing with your hair. Like I'm just very antsy. But yeah, the way that he does drugs is just, remember how Brittany said he couldn't stay more than 10 minutes at dinner without having to go to the bathroom to do more? Like, that's not how you do, like, meth is not a party drug, sir. That's why you're acting the fool. And like, I mean, maybe back then it was just coke, but it's after Philly, or I mean, he admitted that he was doing it to me, so to us, it just and Xanax. And another thing with Xanax is you'll be a nasty motherfucker the next day, and just like he's always been a nasty motherfucker, Xanax is only going to calm you down until you don't have it anymore, and then you just got to take 2 more. And if he's abusing Xanax, which I don't think he's abusing Xanax, I just think that he uses it because he does have anxiety like I do. It does cause you anxiety when you have ADHD too. But like, I don't think that his is, he's definitely not ADHD. He's definitely not that. He's definitely just bipolar. He definitely has rage. He's a narcissist. That doesn't fucking help. And the rage, like I said, we've never seen a rage this bad. Actually, I mean, he's gotten one fight during the Vanderpump years when he ripped his sweater off. But he's always just been a dick, and he never really showed how, and with her, she said, you fucking scared me. And again, she could really use Al-Anon, because for her not to know how those meds work, he's going to fucking snow her every goddamn time. And that's why he's probably passing drug tests, because he knows how to pay. He probably has fake pee. She probably doesn't watch him pee in there. She probably knows that you can make the pee. It's one of the ones that like come up right away. All he's got to do is put water in it, and nothing will come up. And it'll just show that it's nothing up, because those ones with the thing on the side, they're there to detect the drug. They're not there to detect pee. Oh, it has to be in liquid. You can put any liquid in there. If you sprinkle some drugs in there, it's going to show up on the test that has what's on the side. When the instant ones, I should call them the instant ones, okay? Like the one she bought. So that motherfucker, all he's got to do is make his pee look. He's got to literally go, because he's not taking any meds that are going to show up. Mm-hmm. So the way he's passing his drug test is he's just putting water in it, and it's going to show nothing, because nothing's in there.
Oh.
It's going to trigger it. That's why people don't like it. It should show temperature, but he probably would use warm water. You put a drop of fucking yellow or drop of yellow, and if she even pays attention to the color, like she didn't even know how his meds worked. So all she's got to do is look at the side, and nothing's going to come up if nothing's in that water. That's how he's passing his drug test. I'm sure he's not passing them at the fucking place, because he's probably doing them at home.
That wasn't a good call for Isabella. I'm reading these comments about everybody agrees that you shouldn't, if you're a mom or a dad, people are weird. You probably shouldn't even bring somebody around your kid for at least a year.
Yes.
And
maybe it was a year.
Telling your kid they love. So Aaron was telling Isabella, "I love you." That's weird.
Yes.
That's weird. I would have had a problem with that if I was Jesse.
I know, because think about when they moved in together, they were probably only together for a year. So that was way, and I feel like if they're going to break up, if you aren't going to be together, I mean, I don't know what happened. Have you guys seen anything of why they broke up?
They're saying that he did a petty post that said, National Ex-Girlfriend Day.
Like, dude, grow up. Like, what? She must
maybe he's a clout chaser too.
You think?
There's a lot of clout chasers in the world, you guys, and he knows if she was on that show whining and then she sees her at the park, and maybe he knew a little bit, because the town's small and anybody could be at a coffee shop and be like, oh, they're about to be on the Valley, and then he's like, oh, you know what I mean? So maybe who knows? Who knows?
It's honey business. I like that he's a honeybee person. He sells honey.
Yeah, that was cute. Save the bees. Save the bees for sure.
Definitely.
But okay. So I'm very on an island by myself.
Yeah.
But to me, Nia and Danny can do wrong. And to me, so can everybody else, but especially Nia and Danny. And
Yeah.
to me, um, for Jasmine to have brought up, or however it got brought up yet again,
Yeah.
and I feel like he's still not getting the point. He feels like, oh, I can just say I'm sorry and that's enough. But your
No.
actions are still being the actions of when you get drunk, you're out of control to the point
Yeah.
where you make people uncomfortable. And this is the pattern that they're talking about. They're not saying
Yeah.
that
I
you
noticed it now.
necessarily
Well,
are just, grabbing twats. Like you're not grabbing
yeah.
pussies, but you are being totally inappropriate and being asked to leave several establishments, sir. That's
Yeah.
a pattern. And they don't want it talked about. But if you don't, the only way to not have it talked about, Danny, is to not do it.
Right.
But don't get mad at Jasmine if after reliving this season again and
Mm.
looking at the confessionals and seeing the after shows where Danny is flippant and nonchalant and very he's very much like, I don't give a fuck that I hurt her, I already apologized, then that's gonna grate against her because she was very gracious in her let's just move on for the group because she already knew that they
Yeah.
wanted to move on to the point where she kept on bringing it up, she was going to get ostracized. So she's just like, fuck it, let it go for the group. But for this man to take every opportunity he got
Yeah.
after the fact, after he already allegedly did his I'm sorry, not sorry, I'm really only sorry that you're bringing this up. After he already did that, we know it's an I'm sorry you're bringing this up because in the confessionals and after shows, he kept on doubling down on, I didn't do anything wrong. Well, no, but she said you did something wrong to her. So you should have just been like, damn,
Wait.
I'm
So
really
wait. He
sorry
said.
I acted this way.
So he was saying that he didn't do anything wrong.
He was
In
like, I've already apologized for
no,
that. I don't know why it's being brought up again. I thought we were
because
fine.
it's being brought up, and I know, like I understand exactly in real life and all that. I get everything you're saying, but it did feel like if they've seen each other a couple times before that as like in a group setting, why is it coming up when the cameras come up? Which is fine because they need some kind of they need to talk about it. It needs to be talked about. People need to be aware of it. I wouldn't. That's what I would have said. Like I wouldn't have said, well, I thought your apology was shit, but then I let it go for a couple of months and we saw each other a couple of times and I didn't say anything about it till the cameras came up. But before for it to be like really for him to really get it, I think the cameras had to know about it. We had to know about it.
Yeah, because
Then
that's the only way we're going to get an I'm sorry, not sorry. It's
but
because
we
the cameras are on.
but they did have a nice sit down apology a couple times, and then I don't know if they did
And
that. If
even
the
in that
camera was there on
apology,
purpose, that camera was there on
when
purpose. I don't know.
when Danny sat down with them for like, I think
Yeah.
it was the second time when they finally had a sit
But
down
okay,
apology and he realized that it was
I
bigger
think that was
than
the
he thought it
first
was.
time. I think that was the first time.
That was the first time?
That's why I was like,
Because
why were
that,
cameras there? Cameras were there the first time too, because they did like
so,
a flashback, and then they
uh-huh.
showed him apologizing, and then she went and met him again. They went and met up again at like a lunch or something, a lunch place, and
Yeah,
she
like they went and met him at a restaurant or something. And he was kind of
yeah,
like, I'm not sure why we're still talking about this.
right,
I already apologized. So even to say it like that, he's framing it in a way that I'm in charge. I can put my hands on who I want to. I can grab whatever ass I want. I can say this because I'm drunk. And then when you finally call me on it, I apologize. And now we just need to move on because I say so again. You're not fucking in
yeah.
charge, Danny.
You know what
You're
I'm
not in charge,
realizing?
Marco.
But you know what I'm realizing too? They had that on camera and they weren't going to show it unless she brought it up. Think about it.
Huh.
Why? Because by the time they didn't know this, but by the time we got to that scene, it was already filmed and over with. So unless
Yeah.
it came up when that, unless she had brought, Bravo was going to protect him and not show that part because they do have him on camera. Apologize. They probably might have the whole thing on camera, but maybe they just
That's
and
what I'm saying.
they
And if we
never
saw the whole
showed it,
thing,
but they didn't.
I'm sorry,
I'm
you didn't
saying
never.
Bravo was trying to protect him. I think Bravo was trying to protect him because by
Yeah,
the time we get to that scene, they hadn't showed anything about that at all.
yeah. It's all a figment of these crazy ladies' imagination. It's just ramblings
Like,
of these two lesbians wishing this man wanted to have sex with them. Like it's like weird the way that it could get twisted. When in reality,
I'm
that
realizing they didn't.
was an essay. Google the definition. Me and Janet aren't wrong.
It is
Anybody
that
who's
day. I read
arguing
through
with us,
it.
is wrong. That is SA, to put your hands on another person without their consent or permission.
On his,
Period.
on her
And for
ass.
him to try to change it around.
How is it not SA? Who said it's not SA? Somebody said
everybody was mad when Janet just said it 2
Oh,
weeks ago.
Janet. Because
I wanted to put her on the cross.
Yeah, the way she
And they were
that,
like, get down from there, Jesus. We need to put Janet up there.
Wait, what? And also fucking she said he's done it a couple times after that, which we didn't know that until
Janet told us. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what Janet's saying. She's like, you're not going to just keep on smearing my name and talk about my husband when that one over there is the one. And with his wedding ring on, he's grabbing asses, making women uncomfortable. And here you go talking about saying my man takes off his ring. That's not making nobody uncomfortable. And he hasn't grabbed the ass. But for you guys to pretend and blatantly overlook a pattern from Darko Danny, because why? Because he has a nice smile? Because his dad's a pastor? Because he's married to one of the seemingly sweetest ladies in the world? No, you're a problem, dude. And basically, look.
She's part of the problem,
Jax might be on coke.
Yeah.
And it turns him into an asshole. Danny gets on alcohol, and it turns him into an asshole. Jesse gets on, I don't know, himself. He's so into himself. And so all of these, what they all have in common, those three particularly, is they have some type of like addiction thing.
Oh yeah. Yep. And it's like, and
I'm starting to wonder about Jason, because birds and feathers, you can't hang out with a crackhead and all the time and just be co-signing on crackhead behavior unless it's for a reason. But I like Jason. I like Jason a lot.
I think they have something. I mean, he could smoke cigarettes for all we know. His addiction could be work. You know what I'm saying? Like his could be something like it could be. I mean, because like I thought Danny last season before the Darko Danny thing came out, I thought he was the perfect husband. I'm like, look at him, taking care of the babies, 3 under 3. She's going away, and he's being a good dad. He doesn't even need a nanny. Blah blah blah. But it's like I feel like everybody's being hypocrites here. Like everybody knows what has to be done for the show to have any kind of substance, right? Like we're not going to watch this; it's boring. And the shit that they're bringing up is good stuff to talk. It's a good thing. Like Danny should probably never drink again.
Exactly.
If he drinks and that's how he acts on his alcohol, then you should just not go.
And he knows it. And he knows it, friend, because that's why he was hiding in the linen closet that time doing it.
Yeah, and he said, well, you know what? Because fucking Jax, though. Jax said, I'm going to destroy you this season. Like, I'm going to, and he knew it was going to come out, so he tried to hide it from the cameras. Because he said, I was hiding it from the cameras. And it's like, it was going to, I mean, Jax was going to fucking he was going to deflect no matter what onto everybody. Because he doesn't get what he doesn't understand. I keep saying this. It's not the drugs, asshole. It's the actions said alcohol and said drugstore. Like
right.
If you're not out of control and you're not fucking negatively affecting anybody, nobody's going to call you out for your addiction. And like it's not life. You know what I mean? People that you owe accountability to. Like if he's not if his attitude's not changing and he's not treating people like that, nobody's really gonna. Nobody said anything for 20 years about his cocaine, about his addiction. Right. You know, it took Britney to do it. But it's like, everybody else isn't acting fucking like Danny's acting, like Jax acts like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, fucking Zach, he shouldn't even drink either. Because look at the way he acts. Oh, I got blacked out, so I said this shit. What the fuck? If that's where you go and you're blacked out, like you go maybe get some therapy or something.
Right.
Why are you drinking to the point of fucking blacking the fuck out when you do drink?
Exactly, unless you have a problem with alcohol. Because some people, like 1 or 2 drinks isn't a problem. But if on 1 or 2 drinks you act like Luann and fall in a bush, then obviously your limit should be 1, not 2. And you have a problem if you go to 2 and always fall in bushes on the second drink. That's a problem. If
you're driving with your son on cocaine and you have to get up every 2 fucking minutes to do a line, come on, man. Like, that's fucking... That is so, like, look, like I always said, thank God my husband isn't an addict, because I look at me and it turns me off. Like I would never want to be with somebody that was like me. Like I just don't I just didn't. You know what I mean? I just didn't like that. And like, I'm not doubting. I mean, I'm not. It's just hard. It's hard to be with somebody that because you can never really trust that person. But like,
Right.
and it turns to me, it turns a turn off. And like this, when you're acting like it's negatively affecting. You're not going to work, and you're just like, I feel bad for you. I want you to get help. I got to get help. I had no choice. I mean, it took 17 goddamn times for me. It took until I actually died 3 times. Like I had an OD 3 times to die before I finally got it. And I really do. It's spirituality. What happened to me that last time is what changed everything. I don't think everybody, it doesn't happen to everybody, but I mean, I don't think I would have gotten clean either because I'm self-medicator. I have everything. I'm damaged from when I was a kid, like just the way I grew up. And then just and just me in general, I'm a self-medicator. I am a self-medicator. So I never wanted to be sober. I understand what Jax is saying, but I know it's caused my fucking traumas and what causes me to want to do like to be an alcohol, to be an addict. I went from, I had all kinds of it. Addiction does transfer. So sex, money, I still have a money addiction, like bad, like fucking bad. And it's like, that is part of my addiction. And it's like, and it's not, and I try not to do it. I can't explain it. It's just, and I know I'm like, wow, this is addiction again. Like this is addiction again, where he has to take the cards from me 10 times a year so I don't spend money. I shouldn't be able to, where bills are paid. It's savings that I'm spending, but I shouldn't spend our entire savings account. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like,
and you're right about the transfer. Addiction transfer is what they call it. Like people who get sober, they could get addicted to working out 8 hours a day. They could get addicted to sex. They could get addicted to work. They could get addicted to any new replacement theory.
You cannot just go. You have to learn how to.
It's just trying to find a healthy one that is sustainable so that you're not harming yourself or others.
Exactly. Don't let it negatively affect society. Don't make it society's problem. Don't let it negatively affect your life. If you can, if you can literally just smoke pot all day and be fine, and it doesn't cause nobody robs the bank over fucking weed. Nobody's out.
I've never heard of anybody robbing a bank over weed
or robbing anybody. I mean, unless it's money with weed.
Yeah, exactly.
And you could get a bad bag anytime, dude. I've a couple of my friends who we're old coke heads, right? And then we're up in our 40s having families and shit. And this motherfucker goes to work one day. My friend's husband down the street. She's got 5 kids at home. He goes and gets coke from the local wherever they were at. He went away for work. One line, he fucking was dead from fentanyl in it
because it was fentanyl, not coke.
Very
thing, you guys, all it takes, they said it just takes like a dust, like the littlest shard of freaking like a sand part of fentanyl, and you're dead. And but you don't even know it could be mixed in. There's crazy people. They had no idea. In Baltimore, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, they had like 60 people like just dying on the streets because somebody made a bad batch on purpose. And it was horrible. The lady OD'd and the baby was coming out and the people had to come and the baby was still attached by the umbilical cord, but the mom had OD'd and forced the baby to pop out, and they were trying to revive the baby because she got some bad shit, you guys. It was crazy.
Kensington, like down the street, Kensington and Philly, about 15 minutes from here, because we have Camden, Kensington, Patterson, where you get drugs in Jersey. And it's tent city. It's tent city.
Yeah. And everybody's leaning like zombies. It's the new lean. The people in heroin days, the people would lean, but it wasn't a folded lean. Now they would just lean straight, but now it's a folded lean where they're like practically folded, leaning over, holding on to imaginary railing.
What the fuck are you holding on to, man? Like, I listen. I did it for 6 months. I was on pills for the majority of the time, and I only had to do it. I did heroin for 6 months. I OD'd 3 times. And the last time I actually died, they had to revive me. But and that was just from heroin and Xanax. And back then they didn't have fentanyl. Not fentanyl. They didn't have Narcan on the street. You had to go to the hospital. So they had to shoot me twice with Narcan, and then they had to rip. I had my clothes cut off, and they had to do the paddles. And then when I came back, I told you that cop gave me a break that night, and that's what that was part of it. I said I have to do that. I could have went to prison, and he was like, I'm going to throw your wax baggie out. I know because he knew who I was. And he's like, you're on the brink of where you're just not going to come back. You don't have another run in you until you get clean, come to court, and I will drop all these. And I was like, wow.
He was a fucking angel, Krista.
Dude, I would go to Sodat which would be like a treatment center outpatient. Then I would go to the hospital and get my blood drawn because I was so afraid because I knew I wasn't doing anything. And I wanted to go to court and prove to him. And like, still to this day, I see him. He tells me how proud he is of me. Because I always I said, I know that I did this because I always tell him he saved my life. And he's like, I didn't save your life. You saved your life. And I said, no, but I would have went to prison.
That's
And I
so
don't know if I did go to prison, but I literally left that next day. I went and turned myself in. And first I went away. I turned myself in. I had to do I was violated. So they give you like a 90 and 90, it's called. But so I had to go 90 days a couple times. And then I'm not laughing. I'm just because like you get clean, it's like fuck. Now I gotta take care of my fucking shit.
Yeah.
But then I got out. Then I went to fucking treatment. I still went to rehab, and then I still went to fucking I went to this place called Hampton House for being crazy. Because I needed an official diagnosis because I knew I was, but I wanted to be an official diagnosis, which is literally it's not even it's borderline personality disorder, bipolar with mania, and ADHD. And I'm like, great, wonderful. But like I took meds for 10 years and then I stopped. Well, I took lithium way longer than that. But I was on lithium and that's a mood stabilizer. It's the only thing they give you for a borderline personality disorder. That is literally bipolar on steroids. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Like when I go up and down like all day long.
Manic.
No, yeah, it's bad. I hate it. Right. But the mania part I like because that's what gets me up and moving all the time. Like, But and he doesn't. Jax is stuck. I don't think I don't know where his where his anger comes from. I don't understand it. Like he never says, "Oh, my dad was angry" or "My mom was." I never says anything about his childhood. And he always says, "I don't know. I don't know. I don't know." And he is a self-medicator. He is a self-medicator. I know that.
Maybe it came from having a sugar daddy.
No, I think so. It had to be something from growing up because he started doing it when he was 20 years old. Something made him want to still do it. Something made him like it where he couldn't stop doing it all the time. It's not like he was doing it for partying. He was doing it every
Maybe he felt, I don't know who Jax was before. It was, okay, so sometimes if you want to be a model, maybe he was a fat kid and then he got that model life and
he's good.
I don't know.
He's just very good. And listen, in person, Coffee Cake, thanks for joining us. He's even just seeing him just recently, the last couple of months, he's hotter in person. He really is.
He's hotter in person?
Yes, man. I'm telling you, if we meet each other and I wasn't married, I would fuck the shit out of him. If we weren't married, if I didn't know him and I wasn't married, oh yeah, and I hate, and you know how much I hate him. Like it's just like, and you know why? It's because I was just like him, except I'm not a narcissist. I'm the opposite. I have too much empathy. But my rage, it came from, I've always had it. It's my first time being human, to be honest with you. It literally is my first incarnation as a human. So I didn't know how to be a human.
Right.
I picked addiction to be my life to learn and to be, to learn that lesson. I learned a lot of lessons. I hate when I say I don't regret it. I do regret it, but I don't regret the people. I mean, I regret the people I hurt, but I never sold anything but the government. But I didn't do that for drugs. I did that because I hate them. But and my dad raised me to not trust some fucking asses. And turns out he was right. Turns out he was right, but it wasn't that we had to appear. I didn't even appear to do the right thing. He's greasy. He's listen. Ask. Oh my God, seriously. Ask Richie B. She said it too because she's like, "You really hate him, don't you?" And she's like, "You got to keep your mouth shut right now," because I'm surrounded by Jax lovers, and she's like, "Just wait till the end. Just wait till the end." And then we got his attention, but like all these people are like, Jax, Jax, give us advice on relationship advice. Relationship advice? Are we? What the fuck? I was like, what reality are we living in right now? I was like, look, I'm not here to ruin his show. He can do that by himself. I said, but this is not reality. This is not reality. But he's lying. Don't ask him for relationship advice. Don't ask him to smell your fucking feet, you weirdo. This chick said, "Oh, I walked around the block for you, Jax. Can you smell my feet?" Whoa, bitch, what?
Oh my God.
And she was nasty. And Richie goes, "What the fuck?" And she kept saying it. And Jax was like, "Yeah, okay, sure." And she's like, "What the fuck?" Richie's like, "Where do you have me?"
What is Jax into? He's like,
the girl that he left with that he fucked that night was blonde.
Yeah.
Blonde. He's in the feet.
It could have been a Stassi throwback, huh?
No, yeah. It was a trashy Stassi.
That is crazy.
I wish somebody knew who she was. If anybody was at the Philly show, the girl, the blonde that he left after he talked to me and Richie.
I wish you would have taken a picture, like a shot, so we could see.
I might have one. I might have one of her. I might have one because we ended up following them because we were going to go to the bar the day.
Does anybody know what Jax meant
Yeah.
when he said, "I'm not Brittany's type"?
Yes, because she looks, I guess the people in Kentucky said that she'd be with a hockey player. Like there's messages that he read. Not that and forgetting what he said about her to Faith. Okay. So let's just put that
Uh-huh.
aside for a second. Remember that. But all she did was say, like, the guys were like saying, like from Kentucky, oh, she would have been with a doctor by now or a hockey
No, no,
player.
no. You know why? So okay, the guy that
Jackson,
She dated in Kentucky before Jax was
yeah.
black. Julian is
Yeah.
black. The guy
That's what
she's
he
dating
meant.
right now, yes, the guy she's dating right now
Oh
is black.
shit.
And
Quick,
he has no idea how he ended up with her for 10 years if she
yo,
was black before. I told you, once you go black, you never go back. And she
no.
went right back to the black. She
No,
did.
she's not.
Yes,
That's
no, that
what he
people
meant.
put the pictures up. There's like several TikToks of it right now.
So what's
And
her
I
name?
was like, because I
Wait,
hadn't seen him say it.
is it Will? Because her and Will broke up, I think. But
Um, I don't know who this guy is, but the one in
Will,
Kentucky, he was not mixed. Because you see how Jason is mixed. So the one in Kentucky was Jasmine's color. And then Julian is kind of mixed like Jason right here. But then the one that she's with now is
yeah.
another very brown black guy. Yeah.
What we mean, Brit's ex from VPR. She never dated anybody
Yeah,
but
she
Jack.
likes black men.
But does anybody remember Brit's ex from VPR? She didn't have an ex on VPR. Who else did she date? Oh wait, did she date somebody in between Jax or something? Her and Jax
Yeah, it was another black guy.
on the show. On the
She be getting it in.
yeah, I get that, but like I don't know. Was there somebody on the show she could be
And it's interesting because I didn't know that
with?
about her when she was
Me neither.
when she was being mad that Jax fucked Faith
Yeah.
and was
Oh
calling her
my
all
god.
kind of,
Oh my god. I would
yeah,
say I'm not your fucking type either.
yeah,
Well, he said that. Remember, he said to Faith, she's going to get fat like her mom. I'll never marry her. I'm not attracted to
yeah.
Brittany.
He's like, I'm not attracted to her. You're the love of my life. So they both,
What do you
but
mean?
neither one of them was their type.
No. So what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Why the fuck do you care then? Like, you know what I mean? He doesn't listen. He doesn't love her. Okay, he never did. He loved the
He
fact
liked,
of being married, the appearance of being a husband, the appearance
right,
of
and
having
he was a
all the
appearance
things
of
that
a good girl. Air
yes,
quotes, a good girl, a
married,
country
married.
virgin nerd. He was the first one that got ran through in LA. He was the first
Yeah,
LAD
the
she
first thing he
got,
wanted to think about. You know what I mean? She didn't fucking have. She wasn't run down like the rest of his friends. Like all the ones else. He had so many girlfriends, dude, and he got fucking names tattooed all the time. And Stassi was the best, but she lost. He lost her obviously because he's a cheater. Listen, he's never changed, guys. He has
hmm
never fucking changed. He's not changed one
You
fucking
know what's
bit.
weird
Yeah,
is I don't know how
I do
him
too.
and Kristen are still friends 20 years later after they smashed. They both
Um,
ruined their other relationships for each other. And
trauma
now
bond.
for them to like be
Trauma bond.
still the friends, it's kind of a weird relationship to
Yeah.
me
Well, I
because
don't think she's
I would have
fucking
cut
him.
off I would have cut him off after I fucked him and he was my best friend's boyfriend.
Dude,
I would have
I
cut him off.
know.
I would have cut him off after I fucked him in my
Kristen.
boyfriend's house. I would have cut him off
But
just for my
yeah,
own
yeah.
self because he's
Listen.
obviously not I don't
They
make good
both
decisions around here.
they both fuck their exes. So he fucks his best friend's girlfriend and his girlfriend's best friend. Same thing,
Yes,
she
and they
right?
both did too. Yep.
Yes. And he like so he has not listen. And I don't know how long it took. I don't even think they. The show is what they probably is why they had to stay friends, but why they remain friends after that's probably because of Brittany. And I don't know, and
Well, they
because
were
now
kind of crying last night about loving each other and I miss you and she's like I miss
because
you
of the way
too and
well, because he's not going to. She now that she sees the way he's treating Brittany, he's not going to. She's not going to condone it anymore.
but
You know,
that's weird. Like it wasn't enough that you
I know,
were his
I know,
mistress
I
that he
know,
ran through you, broke up. It's weird. I don't
I
know. That's
know.
part of why
Well, you
Kristen
think
doesn't
about it
fit
though,
right
like
with me.
look how fucking young they were though back then.
She has selective rage.
She
She has
does,
a lot of
she
selective
does.
rage.
She's sticking up for Nia too. She thinks
Yeah,
Nia and Danny don't do any wrong, and
right.
Jax treated Danny was fucking deplorable when he was
Mm-hmm.
there for him, and the
Well,
way
Steph
that he,
wasn't there.
huh?
Jasmine's girlfriend wasn't at the reunion, right?
Oh my
Did
God,
she
she wasn't.
come
Maybe
out?
she'll be there next week because they're engaged now. Maybe she'll be there for
Oh,
part
there's
three.
another episode still coming?
Yes. Oh, yeah, it's not over yet.
Oh,
Yeah, they had to make it 3 parts, and then Vanderpump starts. But
Oh, the new Vanderpump. Is there
yeah,
any leftovers on the new Vanderpump?
I don't know. I don't know. We have to check it out. I think no, but everybody's like, Jax is like, fuck that show. They picked it. They picked, actually, it's not even people. So this is, they didn't do what they did last time. They fucking hired people to play
Yeah.
parts, work it. So it's like, what? It's not a bunch of people that work at SIR. That's what I want. I don't want a bunch of fucking actors. You know
Yeah,
what I
we
mean?
don't want, yeah.
Why the fuck are you hiring people to fucking play parts on the show? Like, what are you? No.
You can't get what it's like. It's just like getting high. The first time VPR happened, it was magic. Those were
Yes.
all just tweeny
Yeah.
somethings living
Yep.
their best life. They
Yep.
had no idea they were about to blow up. It wasn't even on their radar. Or
Same.
maybe like in a way they wanted to be famous, but they
Oh,
didn't know it was going to be from exactly them being a waitress or waiter. And
exactly.
now they're kind of trying to, all these shows are trying to chase that format, but it was a one of a kind format because now everybody's going to be trying to copy what already
Right.
happened. So it's
Yep.
like, yeah, we're getting a
Jersey
lot of
Shore.
actors and practice people
Yep.
that I don't know if it's going to be good. I don't know who's going to be Sheena.
Might be. I know. Well, the thing is, they turned to Jersey Shore. Jersey Shore is still Jersey Shore because of the people in it. They could never
Right.
try to recreate it 3 times, and it's not the magic. It'll never be the magic. They did it with that one show. I can't see. I need my glasses. I can't find them now. They did it with the one show where they were Florida, Bama, and it worked for a
Mhm.
little while, but then they stopped. They stopped the show. It's not there anymore. Literally, the Jersey Shore crowd. They are still the same people, or same crowd, and it's fucking 24 years later, and they're still doing it. They're not at the shore anymore, and everybody still, and they're making more money now than they did before. They created magic with them, and it
Yes.
worked, and it's like it still does, and they remained friends. And when one of them
Mhm.
is fucked up, they make sure he gets help. They make him accountable. Ronnie's off the show when he has to go to rehab. Mike was off the show. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
not just the network, the people, like his friends, they're a family, and I fucking love them for that. And
Mhm.
it's like, that's why they can't recreate, they can't reboot Jersey at all. We're too small.
Yeah.
It's too small. Everybody knows each other, and it just happened that Rhode Island and people people there. Well, I don't, not we, but apparently Dolores knows people in Rhode Island. It's like, how the fuck do you? What? All right, whatever, man. But like, I don't know. She did it with, what's the other show that she has, Lisa? Yeah, it does. Lisa, was it Vanderpump what, Villa or something?
Oh, Vanderpump Villa sucks. I loved it last season and I was gonna watch, and then they said Stassi Schroeder's on, and
Oh, yeah.
nobody watched this season. All the numbers went back down. Nobody's checking for Stassi's new chin. Nobody
You can,
cares about Stassi's new chin.
oh, I didn't want to say. I don't want to
And
say
they
something.
messed up because that little Vanderpump Villa show was
Oh,
cute. I'm looking up the ratings
you
now
guys,
to
I
see if
know
it's
you said
really.
that you guys liked it, and I was like,
I
oh, maybe I'll
loved it
watch it.
last season, and I'm not even a freaking Vanderpump lady stan because she be saying stuff to black people like, "Oh, we need some color on the show. Can you come here?" That's what she told Faith Stour. I'm not with that. Don't tokenize black people.
Oh,
Like,
what?
yeah,
Recently?
so
What?
that's what she told Faith Stour when
What?
Faith was on VPR as the
No,
only
on
black
VCR. Okay, I was
paid
like, she didn't
cast
learn
member.
anything. Oh my
Yeah,
god, what?
she told Faith Stour, "Oh, you'll be perfect. We need some color."
Did you hear? I don't know if you heard my announcement. I had 2 announcements at the very beginning. 2 announcements, just like
What?
not. So I have to do a Real Housewives of Methville.
Oh, that's gonna be hilarious.
Well, listen, this bitch fucking ran her mouth again. Yeah, you toothless, fucking, childless, fucking. You lost your kids. Your husband cannot keep a roof over your fucking head, and you're gonna fucking tell people to watch out for me because I do meth. Are you fucking out of your mind? Bitch, you fucked my father-in-law for money. Hear me? Money, Amanda. You
Mm,
lied about it, and I got the pictures and the text messages out of his phone, bitch. I have them, and I saved them for a fucking reason. And I told you fucking your sister last night. I won't make sure my brand's protected. I'll make sure I don't. Maybe I'll block like YouTube. I'll do it on Facebook, but I'm fucking posting the shit, posting it. Fuck you. I've been holding on to them for fucking 2 years now because I can't stand these fucking whores. You live at home. You fucking like. How dare you? Like, are you kidding me? Have you seen like my life's amazing? You fucking piece of shit. I worked really fucking hard to keep my husband and to keep the. You know what I mean? My show, everything. Like, I'm so fucking like
yeah.
I raged. I was screaming when all fucking Brittany didn't. Brittany and fucking Jen know both not to fucking say anything to me about what these. If they say something about me, don't tell me because I can't let it go. This time, I'm not letting it go. I raged. I was so fucking angry for like 10 minutes. I was like, "Oh, babe, look how I calmed down," and I was like, "Maybe I won't do
Mm,
it." Then I woke up. I'm like, no, I'm fucking doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, because I have the proof, the receipts, and the timeline. And you want to fuck with me, bitch? You fucking lied to your husband about it. She was married and she fucked my father-in-law for money. Okay, a lot.
Uh-uh.
And I got the text messages. I got the pictures of your pussy fucking blasted all over the place. Fuck you, you fucking whore. I can do meth all fucking day long if I felt like it. My fucking bills are paid. My house is paid. Everything's fucking fine here. My life's amazing. Okay. And I don't do it, but it's none of your fucking business. And if I
Right.
fucking tell people, watch out, I do meth. What the fuck out for what? Am I the meth fairy? Am I sprinkling meth on people, making them do it? The fuck? If I can make somebody control somebody that knows me for 5 minutes, then that's not my fucking problem. Like, I don't have control over people's fucking sobriety. Like, I don't make people fucking relapse. And if you come over because I do meth, so the fuck do you? Like, get the fuck out of here. It doesn't matter. And I'm like, maybe I'll calm down tomorrow. But I calmed down last night. So I was like, I'm not gonna do it. I don't know. That's just one thing. So we're just gonna like stop talking about that for a minute because I'm afraid. So then the other thing. So I've been talking true crime on my friend Dago's channel, right? It's a true crime cafe or whatever. I go on his panels like recently a lot. And then there's this lawyer, one of the lawyers I not met, but saw through the Karen Reed trial, who would always, he's a law tuber, would always post and talk about it. And we were commenting back and forth about the Koberger thing. And he asked me to co-host with him. He's a lawyer. So I'll be able to ask him a lot of questions that a lot of people have. So he asked me to do co-host with him. So I probably should hold back with that one Real Housewives of Methville for a little bit because he's on Facebook and he probably just heard what I said. Listen, I'll make sure my brain's protected, but like that's a thing. But yeah, so I said that in the beginning. And then, the thing about going on it, because a lot of us just sit around and we're confused about what's happening. Like, we know he's innocent. We see in the paperwork what happened. We see how he was fucking framed, blah, 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 blah. And he pleaded guilty though. And we know why now, but now we have just like, there's a lot of lawyer questions because it's like, okay, it's a little, people are thinking, oh, he's going to do it this way, this way, this way. He's got to, the public has to see what happened here to believe it. And they weren't going to be able to get this in all the fucking documents, everything that was released by all the police officers, Mass State, all of them is showing a lot of fucking like Karen Reed corruption. I mean, 4 unalived college students brutally in 7 minutes. There's just a lot. There's a lot. I know, good idea. Well, I mean, she knows that I have. Now she knows I have them because I put it on the thing, and I made sure she knew. Yeah, it's probably a bad idea to do it for the brand part of this, but I can block that part. I can do it for just people that know us, and like you guys. Like, we could do like a members only type thing, and then just keep it on Facebook. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I'll tell you later. I have Epstein's list. We're gonna call it the Methville list because I have all the other ones.
You have the list.
I have a bunch of I have a bunch of shit on camera from these assholes. This group of people, these group of girls who think that I don't fuck with you. Don't ever tell people I ever buy drugs from you. It's embarrassing. When I did do meth, it came from my fucking pagan fucking family. Okay, all the outlaws of my life. I buy from literally people that aren't fucking scumbags, and that's literally my business, my past. Fuck the fuck off. You're a fucking addict now. Like fucking crazy.
On Real Housewives of Methville, next episode, we'll show how the wives make piles out of nothing.
Yes, and we have also people doing things on camera. I have people that have decided to come to my house and scream like a maniac on my camera and try to break in my backyard, and I hit you with a fucking thing with a bat, basically, because you passed go, bitch. I have somebody else doing things with an animal. I have
oh my gosh,
a whole group of them. Yes, I have the other one who decided to accidentally post a fucking bag of meth on fucking Snapchat.
No way.
Weighing up and showing somebody how much it weighs, and it has their names on everything. And then I got their faces, and then I have cameras of them fist fighting on this fucking. It's crazy, but it's like it is. It's really fucking. Yeah, Danny. Let's get back into that for a minute.
Oh yeah, sorry. That was a little detour over here.
Yeah, it's okay because they need to know.
But it's all relative because we're talking. Jack started it talking about he loves Coke.
Yeah, I love Coke. I love cocaine. I love cocaine. Cocaine. It's like
poor Brittany had to admit on TV that she tried Coke and hated it. Leave her out of it. Leave her out. Everybody knows. Everybody thinks that Bobby Brown gave Whitney her first taste. It's
Yeah.
always the boyfriend that gives you your first taste of drugs, they say.
Yeah, but listen, if you can do it, if you could do it and party and not be, it's just a self medicating part. Like most people, I think, are self medicating, and that's
Yeah.
why they can't stop. Because obviously, it's obvious if you're just doing the party and you're losing things, you could stop. But something's making you do that every single day. Like I tried to get clean so many times, and then but I couldn't stay clean. I'd stay clean for 6 months. I stay clean, but I was on probation. I was getting in trouble all the time. And it went on since I was 17 till I was 37. And
Hmm.
I got off of everything when I met George. Like, and he paid my stuff off within a couple of years. I was off probation, parole, all of it. And not that I don't owe anybody anything. I have no charges. I've never. It's been almost 8 years, and I've been tending to ever since.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but I could have died and stayed died. And that I OD 3 times before that, or 2 times before that, and it didn't scare me enough until that. And it wasn't just that it scared me. It's not like it. I still wanted to get high after that, but I needed to. I was gonna die. Like I just wasn't gonna. I had no more runs in me. I didn't like it.
That
My
is such a buzzkill to like know you could die from your next high.
oh
That's enough to make you not want to get that kind of high anymore
yes,
because
I
it's
was
going to be
shooting
a
dope,
buzzkill the whole time you're fucking high.
and I was smoking crack on top of it. So I was
Oh Lord.
taking. Yeah, I was smoking. Oh yeah, I smoked crack every day. I was bad. And nobody believed. Like you guys would never understand. Like I don't think I. I always say I don't think I looked like it, but I was so fucking skinny when I first. Like I gained 100 pounds and then I lost 100 pounds. I lost too much weight, and I got really fucking skinny when I got sober. But like
Uh-huh.
I was like, yeah, it was pretty fucking bad. It was bad. And I lived at home. I wasn't like my dad had to say to me, my last fucking parent that was not telling me to fuck off. Like all my other parents were doing tough love finally, which it should have been a long time before that. But I had like my dumb mom kicks me out, my stepdad kicks me out, my stepmom, whatever. My dad, because he was an addict and a drug addict and an alcoholic too. He was when he called and I called him and he said, "Fuck you, walk your ass to fucking um walk your ass to my God, whatever, emergency room and tell mom I'm suicidal, a crisis, walk yourself to crisis." Um, and that's I ended up. I was like, okay. He said, "Fuck you." He wasn't gonna come get me, and I OD'd that night, and ended up, and that's why, man. And even the hospital, even the emergency room was trying to talk me into staying. Like, you're gonna die. Like they didn't, and I was shocked that these people even cared. You know what I mean? Usually, like I could just be another dead junkie to them, and they just let me go and not try to get me help or try to get me, you know what I mean? Like it was just weird how they knew me and they treated me like an addict when I wasn't in there for ODing because it's the local hospital, and with that night, I couldn't believe like that they would give me a chance. Like it was just crazy. And the people they didn't have to fucking the people I was with. They put me in the car and took me to the hospital, but they stole my car too. They stole my car, my money, my fucking. We had digital cameras back then. Like they stole everything in my car. Like I lost every fucking thing, everything, and my everything, and I had nowhere to live either. So I had to and something
I-
changed. I know I know
right.
what happened, but I had an NDE, but
It's
I didn't.
interesting you say that about you lost everything. So I was watching the show. What's the damn name of the show? Damn it, I just watched the whole thing. The Sandman. It's a series, The Sandman. And it was in the is it in Netflix or Peacock? Anyway, it's called The
Um,
Sandman. And
yeah.
I love otherworldly stuff, otherrealmly stuff, sci-fi, futurism,
I want you to start
fae,
watching true crime.
lore, magic. I love all that shit, right? So in
Yeah.
The Sandman, it's about the Sandman, about death, about fate, about despair. So despair is one of his sisters. And
Mhm.
in despair, she made it sound so lovely. So her brother came to visit her one time and she's like, "You never come here, brother. But since you're here, there's
Mhm.
nowhere to go but up. Only the people who come here are either going to go up or go down. Most go up though, because this is the bottom." And it was like a beautiful imagery about rock bottom, right? And how
Yeah.
even in rock bottom, there's a beauty because there's an opportunity to get out of that, right? So
Mhm.
in despair, there's strength. In despair, there's action. In despair,
Mhm.
that's the springboard for getting out of rock bottom. And I just thought it was like that one little scene with despair was really beautiful. And you just made me think about that with your own story
Yeah.
about hitting rock bottom and
It was,
realizing that that time you needed to get up and get out, and now you stayed out of that place. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
and
but I
that was
mean,
her point to her brother, was that some people that can leave here, they don't have to come back because
yeah.
this is the bottom. It was just interesting.
And see, most people too. And like when I say Lala, like I'm so proud of Lala because when I say they didn't have to get sober, what I mean is nobody was put them in jail. Nobody was telling them they not to. Nobody, because I didn't see you. I don't know when you go live, babe. But
Is your bell rung?
yeah, well, it's hard for me too because I don't have my phone to get the
Uh-huh.
notifications. But and I do come around. But listen, Lol Tuber, we need to get, because you guys are the ones that got me in about the Brian Koberger stuff and tell me everything, and you know this case more than I do, Willie. So like between you and Dego, or you two, like I need a list of questions, and I want to talk to you before I talk to him because I know that like we have questions, you know. I know you keep going live. I'm like really proud of you too. Like I
You're
keep
gonna
missing.
interview somebody?
No, or well, not interview. So I've been like obviously talking about the Brian Koberger case, the Idaho 4. I'll say the Idaho 4. And there's a lot wrong with it, a lot fucking wrong with it, and it's just it's a lie. It's like too much even, because I thought he was guilty too, but it turns out he's not, in my opinion. If he was there, I'd like to know how he's not John Wick. But anyway, so Law Tubers are finally, all the docs were released. He pleads guilty because all the docs were released, so everybody's reading them, and they fucking don't make any sense. Nothing leads to him. It looks like a cover up. It's just crazy. And now that the Law Tubers are reading it, and they're like, wait a minute, this is so wrong. Like they know this wrong. And so that one guy reached out to me because I was commenting in his section. He's a law tuber, and I said, thank God, you're paying attention to this. And I listed all the things that I found out that are wrong with it. And he's like, yeah, did you want to, he said, we don't come by and be a co-host so we can talk about it. I'm like, yes, please. Yes. Because I haven't seen anybody talk to a law tuber that's too much wrong yet. A law tuber that's, interested or even wants to talk to any of us about it, because we're just lay people. And I'm not even, I talk about reality TV, but I guess maybe watch Dago's channel. But no, Willie, I need you guys. So I want to make sure because I'm going to shout you guys out and tell you guys that, tell him about, obviously where I talk about it at. Yeah, his name's Andrew Myers. I watched a lot of the Karen Reed trial. He looked at it, Willie, and he's like, you could see in his face that, and he's a lawyer. And I said, please, is there any way you can help him? Or can you lead us in the right direction? But we're going to talk later. And then I'm going to tell him how, I want a couple of days to get some questions together, because I want to take advantage of that time. Like, what if it's the only time or any of us ever get to talk to a lawyer about this? Because, if there's something that we're not seeing, that's what I would like to know. Oh, yeah, I know. It's bad. It's so fucking bad, Willie. I know. And like I know it, like when people, it's just wild that it went from Massachusetts, Karen Reed, to this case, and the entire nation believes what they said. Every piece of evidence they ever told us about Brian Koberger is wrong. It's wrong. It was lies, and it doesn't make any sense. And then you didn't call 911. That delay in the 911 call, we were right to fucking question that. We were right to question that. We gave him grace for a long fucking time. Did you? Yes. Good. That's the guy. See, he talked. Yeah. Good. I really like him. Yeah, I really do like him a lot. Like he's, obviously, even there's a lot of people that still refuse to just open their eyes and just read the docs, though. Like just read the docs, and they're just If there were if it was two white girls that they're like, oh, you didn't call 911, okay, not even a question. Not that detective never even said, why didn't you call 911? Why didn't you call anyone? I did. My roommates didn't answer. Well, didn't that tip you off that they were actually fucking dead? You asshole. 9 hours? 9 hours? I'm sorry. Did you help clean up or something? But anyway, I know. I'm sorry about that. But so yeah, there is a part 3 though to the reunion for the Valley. Jax, we know, is fired, and I don't think they're ever. And they say he's on pause, but I think he's fired. I do think that he doesn't deserve another chance after this. And I know, and that's another thing. Are they going to let? They kept saying we want to watch this play out with him. Well, you did, and you let him abuse her, and it's on camera, and it was caught on the ring camera. So, sorry, Palaver. I didn't mean to take care. And I sidetracked. We're on hour 2, but yeah, Billy, don't go anywhere because I'll be done in a minute. But I want to get to talk to you guys about this. I do come around. I was on Dago's channel. I was wondering where you were actually, and I was like, oh, you're going live. Just text me when you're going live, and then I'll be able to join, or not join, but like at least come around. But because Willie, our friend here at Truth Nation Uncensored, his channel is linked in there. Please go to watch his channel or subscribe to his channel, please. He went to the same school that Brian did, and knew his parents, because his parents worked for the school system. And his friend of him does know, a friend of his knows Brian. And it's not even like, we're not trying to say, oh, we know Brian, I know Brian Kroger, so he's innocent. No. Like, if he was just a regular person, it just happens to be that he lives in the same town that Willie grew up in. I do have it on. I best I didn't. It doesn't come to my phone because I don't have it for my phone. I missed it. Like, literally, I would say them right when they were done. But and I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh, I guess he's not talking to us or talking to me. Because you guys know, like, Willie doesn't know, like, I'm too much sometimes. Like, I have way too much to say all the time. And I can't say anything that I want to express myself. I can't say it in short form at all. I have a hard time saying anything. I always say, like, send it to Manny, our lawyer, Manny. My friend is also. I always, like, he says everything. He'll do the whole recap and all the opinions out in 20 minutes on a fucking pre-record. It takes me an hour and a half to get to even hour and 40 minutes. But anyway, we still have another episode, another reunion to go to, a reunion to end this thing. And it's like, haven't you noticed too, like, before they air these reunions, they're actually firing people before they even air the reunion. Like they did it with Robin, they did it with Jax, because a lot of people were saying, how is there any more? How are you going to call Cy Ray a conspiracy theorist when your tip was from a conspiracy theorist and listed all the conspiracies that craziest things that we probably know were true? But what in the hell? That's where you got his name. That's the only thing you had was a conspiracy tip. And Haish, blah, 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 and all this stuff. Again, if Brian's guilty, please show us where, how. If you're going to give us docs, give us everything. Tell us how it leads to him, because it doesn't. It wasn't his car. It wasn't his DNA. How could he do it in 4 minutes, 7 minutes? It just, nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense. And I'm like, I told Andrew, I said, I don't talk about true crime on my channel, but then I can't stop when I start talking about it. But I need people that are going to watch, because people don't watch this for true crime. They don't really watch me at all, unless it's reality TV. So I want to make sure I definitely. Now I'm almost done, but don't go anywhere. I'm going to text you or text me, because I want to talk about this stuff. Because I'm going to call him in a little bit, and we're going to have like a talk a little bit, like video chat about this stuff. Because obviously I don't want to squander the time that I'm going to have with him, and especially if we could do it live or something, and you guys still have questions, because. Everybody's reading the docs, but I'm just listening to them and listening to you guys read it. And I feel like we should do that first. I'll have it, like, Hippler's going to release them. That's really going to, Andrew will really want to, we're really going to dig into that. So hopefully he releases it today or tomorrow. What is it? FBI docs or something? Because I thought we have the ones from Pullman. Is there like I keep saying Massachusetts. The state police and the FBI. Because if there's nothing, what's missing? I mean, I'm sure. It didn't seem like any pages were missing, so I don't know. Again, if there's something in the middle, why is it taking so long for us to get it? I get it takes a little bit of time, but in the meantime, everybody's going crazy. Again, I don't know if he was there, but like, I'd like to know how he evaded all the people that were walking in the house. There's 4 people that were supposedly on body cam walking into the house. Hey, Terry, love you so much for being here. Everybody that's listening, if you are still watching, 251 people, sorry that I sidetracked over to True Crime, but it's my second love now. Somebody told you, I went over there and dropped me off. Or dropped me off on a True Crime channel. Thanks, Willie. I'll talk to you in a couple minutes, if you can talk.
So I don't know nothing about that case. It sounds intriguing, though.
If you like true crime, if you care about your rights too, his rights were violated. It's not only that. It's not just his rights are violated and he's guilty. We waited to see what made him guilty. And everything that they told the entire nation. This is the biggest case of the nation, or the biggest crime, really. It's just crazy. Yeah. Okay, good. I want to watch it. I'll watch it. But I still need you and Willie, or whoever, you and Dago. I need you guys to help me with what I'm going to ask him. Because like I said, I don't want to waste the time that we have with him. If in case it's only once, you know what I mean? Especially if he's like, maybe knows about appellate courts and stuff. I'm begging any lawyers that just to dig in and help him and see if this is if he pleaded guilty for another reason other than to get the docs out there and get the nation to find out. If there's something that we're missing, great. Then that's it. That's all. But in the meantime, this could happen to any one of our kids or us, or it could be one of the ones that were murdered. It could be one that was covering up. It could be somebody that's getting framed. Apparently, they do this a lot. And it's very, very bothersome that it happens in Massachusetts, then it happens here. And it just seems like the cops are always the ones doing it. They're always the ones fucking covering up for it and doing it. Did in Massachusetts, obviously. I mean, the alternative suspect list is way more suspect than Brian fucking Koberger. They picked this poor guy, and it's crazy. Stop it. You're going to eat. Okay. I will. Everybody gets her. I'm gonna watch it, and then I will make sure you answer. Yeah,
So
you
don't have a number yet. You don't have a number yet, and I haven't been able to contact you. So, but you have my number.
I have a number. No, I have a number. I have George's number.
But I thought I couldn't call you on that anymore.
You can call me. No, what do you mean? You can call me on this. You can call me on this.
Okay, no worries.
You can call me. Do you have the number?
I will call you later then on George's number.
Yes, you have it, right?
Yeah, I think I do.
Like
that's the one that we talked to. That's the one we talked on when you were in. Yes. Yeah.
I saw California come up. Yes, you do have it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I will definitely call you.
Guys, I'm going to sell insurance. I'm going to sell insurance, guys.
Because I want you to get have you checked on what it takes to get your license in New Jersey?
No, because I didn't know. I don't know anything about it at all. But I'll look it up. But I'm afraid of my felonies. That's the only thing. Because it has to do with money. Or taxes or whatever. And then, you know what I mean? Is that going to be, it's like over 7 years now. I don't know if does it end? I don't know if it's that. I'll talk to you about it later. But I hope that doesn't, I mean, like they're all doing it and they all did the same thing I did. So they're all selling insurance now. So I don't know how they got it. Anyway, State Farm. All right. Yes. I will talk to you later. Call me. And anybody listening, guys, I know if it's triggering to watch anything about true crime, but it's also more about like this could be like your child getting set up for a murder you didn't do. And if you watch Ozarks, that's what this town is like. This freaking guy reminds me of the fucking farmer who was also the sheriff of the town at Ozarks and who was murdering everybody. And like, oh my God. It's like Ozarks meets Breaking Bad, this story.
Why is it the Ozarks, man? Did you ever watch that show, Ozarks?
Yes, I was obsessed with it.
Oh my God, I was obsessed too.
That's what's happening right here. I'm telling you, it's bigger. It's like they're all drug dealers or feds. In my opinion, the kids are feds, and so are the fucking people. I swear.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I think that
they were trying to bust the drug, man. You know, as my speculation, something went wrong. Okay, really, or they're not even dead. And they're not even dead because nobody saw the bodies coming out of the house, and the parents never saw their bodies for their cremated.
They could have buried them or fed them. They got pigs on.
Or they're feds and they fake their death so they don't get murdered. I'm just saying. I don't know. It's weird. It's all weird. It's all nothing but they told us. There's a reason this happened, and then who knows why? Fuck why. And I just would like the truth, because if this is happening in Massachusetts, Idaho, Delphi, what in the hell? I was somebody that just thought everybody was guilty too. Until I paid attention. And I was like, holy shit, that could be anyone.
Yeah.
And I get it, drinking and driving and that lifestyle, what they were doing, Karen and John being out like that, blah, blah, blah. But he didn't deserve to get fucking, I mean, I don't know. Brian wasn't doing anything but driving back and forth and talking to his mom every day on the phone. Being a good person. Admitting when not sociopath. I didn't have my seatbelt on.
I'll tap in for the last episode of The Valley next week.
Oh, Friday. What do we do Friday?
Finish this show. What's on Friday?
OC.
Oh, OC. And isn't there something else? I like Go In. I like Miami better than OC, but OC. Oh, did you see on OC that Katie called out the anti-Asian, the Asian hate that Gretchen and Jen had done? They made a video. They made a video. Thank you, Daddy. They made a video where they went to a boxing thing and they put on sounds that said, "Hi."
What?
And they were hitting the thing and squinting their eyes while they were hitting the thing and making the sounds, you guys. Did
Oh,
you
gee.
see that? And they
No.
made a post of
No.
it, and then and they were like, and they had a little caption under it. And I saw it, I was like, did they just
What
make
is
fun of
this?
Katie? Was that Katie directed? And
Who?
it was. And
Who?
Katie was on the page 6 with the two guys from page 6 who do the tea party and everything.
Oh, yeah.
She was over there and she mentioned it. She's like, that was Asian hate.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Huh. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I have my glasses. I can't see it all.
That's tacky, ladies. Don't be
That's fucking
racist.
racist. What the fuck? It's racist.
Yes. Don't be
Fucking,
racist.
oh
That's
my
how
God. That's wild,
that's
dude.
horrible. Yeah.
I can't see it all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Are we in the restream? Because I see Twitch here.
No, we're here. Oh my God. I forgot I'm on Twitch again. I forgot I'm on Twitch. I don't even know Twitch. I
Yeah, you're on
literally,
Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube right now.
can you see Twitch? I don't know what my Twitch account looks like. I've never been on it before. I
I
didn't even
can't
go
see it.
into
I
it.
just see the little thing that you made a
Yay.
comment to
Oh my
Twitch
God,
too.
Twitch people. If you guys are on Twitch watching me, I don't even have a profile up yet. But oh wow, I gotta check it out and see what it's like. I added it
Yeah,
to the list. Oh, that's awesome. That's probably why there's so many
yeah.
people
Every
watching.
time you made a comment, it's been going there too, I
I didn't
think.
even notice it. I forgot.
Yep, every time.
Because I can't get on my fucking Instagram. Larger. What the fuck? Why are they not letting me on? I don't.
Look.
People lose their phone numbers all the time. What the fuck?
Yeah,
What's
this
the
is crazy. This
I'm
is
not
crazy.
restarting it. I'm not restarting another one. I'm not. It took me so fucking long.
You're right.
I had to do it the first
I'm
time because I
surprised
had
we
it.
can't help you better. Like, Meta needs to get
I'm
it
gonna lose it.
together.
Yeah, they do because I paid $22 a month for my check. God damn it.
Oh my God, there should definitely be a layer of protection for a check.
Thank you. Why can't I? That's a layer of protection that they're not letting the person that owns the account in. Oh, you're
That's
supposed to get an email.
weird. That would be driving me batshit crazy.
No, I've
But I
been
got an appointment at noon to go
okay.
help
I
people
love you.
not have to have a GoFundMe when their loved one dies,
Oh, how about you have
or
a
to
go?
get $1 million baby for their babies. Did you guys know you could put
Um, um, um,
$100
um.
away? You could put $100 away for a baby, $100 away
A month?
from the time they're a baby to the
Yeah.
time they're 15, and then not add another dollar to that account. And then when the kid turns 25, 21, 18 even, there'll be hundreds of thousands of dollars in that account for them to live off of, and they can withdraw it tax free
Hmm.
and be able to pay for their college tax free. They'll be able to pay for a down payment on a house, take a trip around the world, and just let that. And then by the time they get to 65, they will have had $1 million in their account. And even before that, with today's interest rate and the way things are going, is typically if you do $1 million baby plan, you
Yeah.
could have your first million from saving $100 a month for 15 years in this specific type of life insurance account that acts as a savings account because money goes towards cash accumulation. They
Mm-hmm.
can garner $1 million by the time they're 45.
I wonder if Willie heard that because he's a single dad and his daughter's 8. That's it, and he could
Oh, so
start.
if you do it for an 8-year-old, obviously,
Yeah.
so the numbers change a little bit.
He might.
But
Yeah.
so maybe for an 8-year-old, if you did like $200 to $300 a month, you could get the same, outcome. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
um, the key is to get it while you're healthy and young and can. But if you already can't get it, then and you have a minor in your life,
Hmm.
then you can get it for the minor, but you as the owner can access the funds. Bam.
Hmm.
Anyway, you guys, I have to
Would
go
be
save
good.
lives.
Yeah, it
I'll
would be
talk to
good.
you soon. I love
No,
you.
I love you too. I'll talk to you soon. I will.
Find
I
the
want to
most
get
benevolent timeline.
from the most benevolent timeline available.
Okay, peace.
Okay. I love you. Bye. Thank you.
I love you too. I'll talk to you later.
I love you later. Bye. I'm trying to act like I'm not mad right now, but I'm reading messages. I should probably not read until I hang up this thing because I'll start putting those pictures out now. And plus, I can't see shit, guys. I gotta get my glasses. All right, guys, please. I don't know if anybody's watching me still. It looks like you are, but on Twitch, I'm so sorry. I forgot that I even turned that on. I'm gonna have to go figure that out. But if you guys are into true crime, go over to the True Crime Cafe with his name's Dago. My producer manager person is not here, but I'll get his channel real quick because that's where I talk about it at. And Willie, he was just on Truth Nation Uncensored. He's been doing a lot of lives lately, and I mean, if you guys support me, I want you to support my friends too, those two. And I'm trying to get on the panels as much as possible because it makes me crazy when I hear things and I can't talk about this stuff. And I don't want to switch over to true crime because then it's too much. It's too many lives. I just want to be the talent and show up for that stuff. I'm saying that's why when I'm over there, I'm like, I'm just a talent. I don't put it because I'll come up and it'll say I'm his host because I don't. My StreamYard goes over to StreamYard, and I'm like, well, I'm not the host. I'm just the goddamn talent today. So I can just show the fuck up. So anyway, please, those two people, I really, really wish you guys go support their channels. I'm going to give you the link for Dago right now because that's the person, him and really are the ones I'm going to get the advice from before I talk to Andrew. Where we are. Okay. If anybody's still listening, here's the channel for you guys. Got the Truth Nation one. That's really just subscribe, please. Even if you're not the true crime, just subscribe for me. And if I'm going to be in one of their panels and their chats and you see me, I'm going to link it. I always share their stuff. So if you have me for notifications on, try again one. I hope the Twitch people, I didn't realize it. Thank you guys. It looks like I do have a lot of Twitch people watching it. And like I said, I didn't even do my account yet over there. So you guys, oh my God, there's 45 people on X watching. All right, X people. I'm going to talk about Brian Kroberger. I'm feeling love live. I think I know what you meant. That's Mama Bear right there. That's my Mama Bear. Anybody too, if you are into true crime, and listen, if you think I'm crazy by saying that, you'll if you knew what we knew and you see the facts in front of you, you'll believe it. Hi, Aaron, I love you. I miss you so much. Thanks for saying hi. I'm about to get off here and try to get some questions together for that little tuber guy I'm going to co-host with. And yeah, let me retract the earlier statement. I don't want him to see that and be like, oh shit. I'm going to have to save that for like a week for now, or at all. Maybe I don't do it all. So yeah. She's so crazy. Oh my God. Okay. Yes. Did I put the channel in there? I love you. I miss you. I don't know if you're mad at me or something or just busy. I have a hard time even getting in my lives, but I should support you guys way more. I do. I love you. Miss you. This is my original co-host, Aaron D. That is the Ghost channel. Make sure Aaron's channel is probably, I'm sure it's in a paper. I can't, don't people know I'm live? It's on 6 platforms and I'm live. That's all you gotta do is pay attention for like 5 seconds. Anyway. And her mom, their mom said, like, you guys thought the girl that was here that one time that stopped in and said hi a couple days ago last week, that's the one. That's one of her sisters. We're best friends. I'm best friends with basically all their sisters. That's the problem. So we fight like sisters, but me and Amanda fight like sisters. Like we fight. That's how they fight. You guys just see me freak the fuck out about. And it's like we just do. And they do too. But I'm just having to. So like I'm good with mom. I'm good with her some, but like I want to kill Amanda right now. But anyway, because her mom just texted me and asked her some crazy questions. I know she's not mad at me. But yeah, we're gonna have to hold off on that. I want to take care of this stuff. But if you think I'm crazy by saying that Brian Kroberger has been framed, listen, all I want to know if it's true, then all the evidence and stuff they gave us, it was all lies. And just tell us what the fuck is up. You know, why is he pleading guilty? And my speculation is because the town that he was in and the courts he was in, they were getting denied left and right. All this evidence they knew about, couldn't get it out. It couldn't get it into court. Now it's out. So now it's a fucking goddamn mess, man. He's got 30 days to appeal. I don't know. Well, all right. I'm going to talk about it on Dago's channel and Truth Nation Uncensored Willie. He's a good friend of Dago. So, yes, if you guys care at all, just subscribe. And if you want to watch, I will always post the lives. I will post the links. I might even just do it like so it looks like it's you guys get a notification for it. See if I don't know if I can like if I share it in a certain way or something. I don't know. But, all right, guys. Love you. See how long it takes me just to say goodbye. Please like, comment, and subscribe. The Valley, the End of Jax. Next week will be a good end to this. And hopefully, Aaron, guys, I need a code word because if I ever bring his name up again, you're going to have to stop me. How about kitty cats or something? What used to be Adam. Because I don't, or Amanda, I don't want to flip out like I did earlier. Like I really don't want to do that to her. But fuck, you know how. All right, I love you. Oh, see you later. Willie, if you're listening, answer your phone in a little bit.